All right, gentlemen and ladies, we want to talk about intensity. And I want to share the difference with you between a CrossFit intensity and a bodybuilding intensity, because there seems to be a little bit of trouble understanding the difference. And I wanted to just clarify it for those of us that are trying to add skeletal muscle mass. Working at a high intensity can elicit the hormonal response and the stimulus to build new muscle, but also it can miss the mark, whereas working the muscle with high intensity from a muscular tension angle or perception can definitely break down that muscle and add muscle hypertrophy or add more muscle mass, skeletal muscle mass. So what's the difference? Okay, when you're lifting weights in a CrossFit WOD and you're going through multiple things, multiple movements or modalities, right? Say I've got rowing, I've got some push-ups, I've got a barbell front squat, okay? And I'm gonna cycle through those three movements. When the CrossFit intensity, we're relating getting the total amount of work done in the shortest amount of time, and that creates a higher intensity. The longer it takes to do that same amount of work, the lower the intensity becomes. The total amount of work completed in the duration of time gets spread out and that intensity lessens. Right? So if I move a 95-pound barbell for 50 reps, I row 2,000 meters, and I do, push-ups, and I do 100 push-ups. If it takes me 4 minutes to complete those three items, whether I do like 5 rounds of whatever the case, how I do it, if it takes me 5 minutes, then I have, X amount of work done over 5 minutes of time. That gives me my power output. That's intensity. If that takes me 20 minutes, it's still the same amount of work done, but over a 20-minute increment, the power output drops significantly because you're taking your time in between it. So the only thing that really matters is how fast can I complete that work. So it matters like your work and your rest, how far you're moving the barbell, like how much weight's on the barbell. There's things that matter, but like at the end of the day, you're getting that cumulative amount of work done. And it's systemic, like it's your whole body. It's more affecting your heart rate, your cardiovascular, your muscular endurance. It affects all these avenues of fitness, but it could completely miss, muscular hypertrophy because I could not necessarily be exhausting the muscle. Now let's flip it over to this bodybuilding version of intensity. We want to take the muscle and we want to get as much time under tension on that muscle. And we want to lift amount of weight that stimulates the muscle appropriately so that we go towards failure. Intensity is going to be like how close we get to failure or how much past failure we can get, how much volume we do on that muscle at the appropriate load is going to dictate the intensity. So, for example, if I'm using 95 pounds again on a front squat, if I do that 12 times and I'm moving the bar very fast, and on the 12th one the speed of the barbell is the same as on the first, the relative intensity of that lift was pretty low. Right now, if I continue to do that, maybe I do it for 100 reps and I'm just continuing to go where you see me cranking through, where I'm going really slow, or I have to set the bar down and rest and I just get through a ton of volume. You can still achieve intensity and destroy that muscle with a lighter load. But if my rep range is 12 reps, then 95 is not going to give me much intensity. It's not going to give me the right stimulus. It's not going to destroy the muscle. So maybe I need to bump it to 115 or 135. The goal would be to find the amount of weight that challenge you in the rep range, where on those last couple reps, you have a hard time completing it with perfect form. Maybe even if you're trying to hit 12, on the 10th one, you're done, right? You can't even complete 11 and 12 on that final set. That would be a weight that is giving you good muscular tension and good intensity for that set. Okay, I've seen so often that we try to rush through it and maybe our heart rate's up during the work, but it's not really getting anywhere near giving the muscle enough stimulus to break down and then grow bigger the next time. So hopefully that makes sense. Sorry if it's a little long-winded. I just wanted to clarify that muscular tension and the intensity in the set versus the full body CrossFit version of intensity. All right, let's continue to get stronger. And if you have any questions about extra work or the CrossFit work or what stimulus you should be hitting for the goal that you want to achieve, then message me or one of the coaches and we will help point you in the right direction. It's not a one-size-fits-all program. There's a lot of different variations and ways that we can spin the way that we train. And I want to make sure that you guys are training optimally to achieve the specific goal that you desire. All right, it's very important. Love you guys. Have a great day.